everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is NefandEli, and you can find my information in the description box below. This is a timeless energy reading, and this message will resonate more with the divine masculine collective, but take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember that we have both masculine and feminine energies within us. So let's get into the reading. From the Angels and Ancestors deck, we have Direction Guardian, Stag, and at the bottom of the deck, we have Knight. From my Triggers and Towers deck, we have financial issues, health issues, mental illness. And from my Self-Love and Empowerment deck, we have You Are Twin Flames and I Can Do It. The spirit animal that's showing up is Ox. The angel number is 532, and the crystal is Onyx. So this is definitely giving me the energy of the dark night of the soul, going through an ascension process with financial issues, health issues, mental illness. These are the things that trigger dark nights of the soul, spiritual initiations. For some of you, you may know who your twin flame is. Maybe you're just learning about the twin flame journey. There are a lot of beliefs around this idea of the twin flame connection. Some people believe that you have more than one twin flame, and I'm starting to resonate with that more, so you take that if it resonates. But remember that the twin flame journey is ultimately about you coming into union with yourself. If you are connecting with your twin in the physical, in the 3D, that's great, but know that it is not an easy journey. The twin flame journey is quite challenging. It is definitely not for everyone because not everyone is a twin flame. But if you're watching this and it resonates with you, you are a twin flame because that card is here. But there's definitely an energy of difficulty surrounding the divine masculine. I know I've channeled in a couple of readings that y'all are going through a collective awakening process. The universe is definitely shaking things up, breaking things up in your world. Number 532 is one of my self-actualization numbers. So when this is showing up, you're going through major life changes, major shifts, but know that you are fully supported by your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors and guides. And even on the Direction Guardian card here, you see that the spirit animals are supporting you. And this eye right in the middle, this is about spirit seeing all and knowing all, and just about you trusting that you're on the right path. And if you look at this card, you'll see all the symbols and signs in the back. This is about you paying attention to the synchronicities, being awakened to the flow of the universe. And Stag here always represents innocence to me, a return to innocence, a return to trusting the universe fully and knowing that you're here to thrive, that you're here to be a leader. There's a strong message here about cutting out the past. With 532 here and Knight card, it's about cutting out other people's thoughts and opinions of you, being self-actualized. What is that? I talk about that all the time, right? Being independent of the good opinion of others, having no investment in power over others, and being detached from outcomes. If you are wanting to connect to your twin flame, you especially need to get on the right path. For some of you, I'm hearing that your twin flame is very much ahead of you vibrationally on this journey, and that's typical, right? With the divine masculine, divine feminine, typically the feminine energy is a little bit further ahead, or perhaps a lot further ahead, because we're naturally more intuitive. We're naturally more, we're able to tap in a little bit easier and get the messages and therefore follow them. Okay, so we have a little bit of an advantage, but remember that you have both of these energies within you. And with Ox showing up here, it's Ox is always about strength, determination, stability, survival, but Ox also represents balancing your yin and yang energies, integration, which is also the message of number 532. And Ox is very good for men who are trying to go through their ascension process and awakening process and tap into their intuition. I'm getting a message here too that you need to guard your energy. You need to get more in alignment in your everyday life with this Direction Guardian card. Sometimes I see this as scattered energy. You're not able to really focus. So call on Ox Spirit to help you to focus. Ox is also here to help you protect your energy when you cut things off and let things go. Ox will help you to not allow these people, these situations back into your life. Onyx is here to support you in this shadow work, because that's what it is. Onyx is very protective. It's also great for going through life changes. It supports you. It helps you to have the courage, the determination, the energy, keeping you grounded. There's a strong message here of grounding as well. With this Knight card here too, if you look really closely, there's a tear going down his face. So he might not necessarily want to do what he has to do, but he has to do it. The sword is in his hand. He has to close the door on the past. He has to cut things off and move forward. But you are being supported. These financial issues, these health issues, this mental illness is only showing up as a manifestation of what is going on inside of you. The integration, the back and forth, the shedding of the old, the integration of the new, it's going to manifest in your world as these situations that are upheaval type of things, right? But know that you're not crazy. We are at the tail end of a Mercury retrograde coming out of eclipse season. So collectively, we're all going through shifts and changes. But definitely pay attention to the spirit animals that are showing up in your world. That is a form of support. Ancestors often show up as animals so that we can be more receptive to them. So pay attention if you're seeing deer or lions or eagles. There's an ox here on the card, right? So that's a strong message. Ox is definitely showing up to support you as you go through this ascension, this dark night of the soul, this shedding of the old, which is not an easy process. Integration is never easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. But the energy that is coming to the planet right now, and with the astrology, like I've mentioned in other videos, it's almost like we're being forced to make these adjustments. The energy is no longer going to support us in our old ways of thinking, doing, and being. So be brave and honest with yourself. It's time for you to choose a new path. It's time for you to walk down another street. There's a story that this lady wrote, and I might have told this story in other videos. Her name was Portia Nelson, and she was asked to write her life story in, I think, a couple of paragraphs. And so the first one goes, I wake up, I walk down the street, there's a big hole in the street, I fall in. The second chapter, I wake up, I walk down the same street, I fall in the same hole. The third chapter, I get up, I walk down the street, I see the hole, I walk around it. The fourth chapter, I get up, I walk down the street, I walk around the hole, but then I go backwards and fall in. The final chapter, she writes, I get up and I walk down another street. Now, I'm paraphrasing the story, but you get the point. It's time to change, right? It's time to walk down another street. So know that you can do it. Know that these issues that you're having are temporary. And if you are suffering from mental illness, and it's serious, make sure that you're doing what you need to do to support yourself. Okay? If you need to be on medication, take it, for a temporary time until you can stabilize your energy or get the psychological support that you need. There are so many options now. I mean, the pandemic was kind of a blessing in disguise, because now we can get, therapy and things like that online. You don't have to actually go anywhere. So you can do this in the privacy of your own home. Get the help that you need. right? There's so much support available for you, and all you have to do is be open and receptive to it. And part of showing the universe that you are open and receptive is to be determined to cut out the past. Be determined to walk away from situations, people, and circumstances that no longer serve you. Be willing to make these much needed major life changes and shifts. Choose a new direction and call on your angels, your spirit team, your ancestors to support you, because they will show you signposts, synchronicities, and pay attention to the spirit animals. That's a strong message coming through. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.